dots or whatever. I've got it going at the moment.
Okay.
Just doing a bit of a test. If you were lurking and watching, this is a nothing broadcast, because we're testing a few things.
Refresh my page. Oh, what are you testing?
I want to see if I can get out of this, go into a different program, and if I do, does this still run? If you hook in, then I can do that and see if it works.
Okay.
So it's on?
Yeah.
Right, I'm out of this. What happened? Go blank?
Rue Gix, what's his name?
Yep.
Rue came in.
Oh, okay. G'day, Roo. We're just doing a bit of a test. Yeah. Yeah, this is sort of the quality content that you see on YouTube.
I closed my...
Like this, and sort of... Yeah, over there.
Here.
Yeah, feet. There you go.
Old socks.
That's quality.
That's quality content.
So, can you show me where the red dot is? Just want to have a look.
It is right... I only see the bottom of it.
That's it. That's fine then.
No, well, the people were enjoying looking at it, and thought we could move it down a bit when you go into there.
All good. Hello, whoever is there. Just been doing a bit of a testy thingies. I'm going to do a few more testy thingies. I want to know whether I can run this to go out of another program, etc., etc. Because this is only the second time I've done this.
So, when you went out, it was spinning here.
Spinning as like I wasn't on,
Yeah.
but then when I came back, it came back on.
Yeah, but I don't
Okay.
know how long you would have before it would kick you out.
I don't know. Yeah, it's all on e-format. But we went down today and signed some final papers regarding the extension, which means it's all go in another few weeks. We should be digging footings, concrete, etc., etc. Hello, Brent. I'm using Streamlabs. Brent, I just downloaded the app, and all I had to do was go in, sign up, allow access to my microphone and camera, and then automatically now when I go to this, I just start a hangout.
Okay, Roo, I get it 5 minutes, right.
Yeah, it probably, whenever I do anything like that, it won't be for 5 minutes, but that's good to know, Roo. Basically, just things I want to check on while I'm doing it, because it's a new format to me. But the picture looks okay. It says 720p and 30 to 31 bit rates per second, or frame per second.
You tell me, you look there.
Alright, just going for a walk.
I'm taking you.
Show me camera.
I'm taking you for a walk. See the fairies under there? No, just kidding. Aren't they cool? Now let's have a look. Hang on, just use my foot because I don't know what they are. I wouldn't eat them. Yeah, just cool to look under it, that's all.
Toadstools.
Oh, sorry. Had my hand in front of it, sorry.
Like that so they can see something.
Oh, do you want me to get the stand?
No, that's alright. It's all cool. They could be magic.
Yep, Streamlabs on the iPhone works good.
Yeah, you just download the app, go through the click, and it took no time at all. I looked at StreamYard, and we did one, I think, and the quality wasn't that good.
No, it's alright now. Yeah, because Vinny told us both. He told you Streamlabs and StreamYard, but you tried StreamYard because it was not.
Yeah.
Didn't need OBS.
Well, we do most of our hangouts on the phones. We like to travel, so I wanted to get this bit right so when we travel we can still do live hangouts, like when we're sitting on a corner pub in some country, having a beer, having a meal, bit of a chat, meeting superstars like Greg Campbell. More importantly, Greg, it's what's in the soil, and I don't know what's in the soil. I love growing food to eat, but because this soil has been around since basically 1950 when this cottage was built, I don't know what's been put on the soil, so I will build my own soil to grow my own food. Though some of the mushrooms have looked tempting.
No, wouldn't eat. I know you can't eat those ones. I used to pick wild mushrooms that used to go around my place where I grew up, and we could eat them. But those ones don't look anything like that, so no way will we eat it.
So under these, that's my finger work, there we go, underneath that blue tarp, looks quite small but they're quite big windows. They're 1940s Art Deco. In other words, they've got lead, what's the best way to describe them? Lead lined windows with a beveled glass. So they're the windows we're having in both the two new additional bedrooms and the office. So we've got lots of stuff like that we're building into the house, older products, doors, windows. Just went dark for a second. Hello, Jinx. Did your picture go dark?
No, but what?
No, I mean as she just faded.
No, but the light, the cloud and the sun just moved. Maybe that's why.
No, this was pronounced.
Okay, no, maybe you got a ghost.
I don't know.
Do I have to get your battery charger?
No, it says 69%.
Oh, can you see that now on there?
Always have been.
No, you could never see it when you just did the other hangouts.
Yeah, I could.
Well, I didn't know that.
Well, I could. So what time is it here? What is the time?
It
5?
is
So it
5
must be,
o'clock.
it's either 4 or 5 a.m. where these people are.
It's 5 p.m. here. A Friday night. Means get the beer out.
Yeah, I've had a beer for that time.
Alright, see you, Greg.
See you, mate. Have a good one.
Well, it is early, late for you, whatever.
Well, it's 5 o'clock in the morning. Or 4 o'clock in the morning. 10 a.m. in England, that's right. Yep, 7 hours. You never move a cat. He will never forget you, Jinx. You'll be asleep one night and the cat comes into the bedroom and looks at you and say, do you remember when you moved your legs?
Don't move, Jinx. You do not move.
When the cat's ready to get up, he'll do it.
Unless you can sort of slide your feet out.
Or if you've got some raw chicken, just hold it in front of his nose. Move it gently to the side. There's no such thing as a cat owner. It's a myth. You never own a cat. It tolerates you.
So how's the business, Print? Going good?
Tomorrow morning, what is it now, Friday night? Yeah, tomorrow will be his big day. Saturday.
Saturday. He's on your lap. Okay, so can you sort of slide your hands under him, Jinx, so that you can sort of slide him next to you on the couch?
Alright, I'm just going to test something. The screen is going to spin. My apologies in advance. I should be back in about 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, am I back?
Yes.
Okay.
Print is ordering packaging supplies running low. Okay.
Did you get them through eBay, Print? A lot of our packaging that we used over the years. eBay was pretty good. To give you an idea, the bigger envelope, the padded ones, you know, the ones that are about 280 mil by about 160, they were fairly standard size we used. To buy from the post office, just the envelope, over $2. Buy them in bulk online, about 9 cents each. Not really a competition.
He's a fatty, is he, Jinx? You've got a picture of him on your channel at all? Have you got a video on him? I like looking at people's pets, animals.
Are you trying to say you want to see Jinx's pussy?
Yes.
Okay. Far a bit for me to say anything else. It's just far cheaper, isn't it, mate? It's just absurd. Like you'd buy those little baggies too, the little plastic ones, so you can put goodies in them to put in the envelopes.
Oh, cool. Yep.
So what's been happening in the world of Boyd? Are there bodies and chalk outlines this morning?
People are just trying to have fun. People are stirring each other up, teasing, what?
A lot of anger.
It is what it is.
Got dicey last night.
Oh, did you have a hangout? See, we don't sort of see any of that if we don't watch a replay because we're asleep. Did you mean because it was on a hangout it got dicey, or your house?
Take your lives down. Oh, you can hear the kookaburras. Maybe you'll hear the kookaburra. Say good night.
Alright, you take your lives down, okay.
And the other day I did a little video, we missed most of it, but we had, I'd easily say thousands of cockatoos all at once fly over. It was sort of spooky, the sky was dark. It was very weird. Seeds would be disappointed. What would I be disappointed in?
Hangout, maybe.
Yeah, Jinx, no, I don't like drama. I don't mind someone explaining their life's problems, but not the bickering and arguing and he said, she said, and I heard that. He said, she said to her, etc., etc., etc.
Oh, ice cream man, can you hear him? I should get us an ice cream. He never comes down our street though.
Why don't they charge you? They probably an arm and a leg, I suppose. Beautiful part of the day. Anywhere in the world, I imagine. Just as the sun's deciding to go to sleep.
I can go over there now. I can sit better. Because the sun's... Well,
alright, apparently we're moving operations.
You don't have to move.
I will show you something. And it's probably not going to be light. I don't like taking any trees down. But we've got some trees that have been on this property a long time that look okay. This is a big old mandarin. And it's got lots of fruit on it. As you can see, it's abundant. But the neighbour over the back there, a lovely, I think she's an Italian lady, said she's tried the fruit for years and it's not very good. So we tried some today. It's very bitter. When you ignore a fruit tree, unfortunately, you get the result. This must be about, from what she was saying, 15 to 20 years. Never been really fertilised. So it may be going. And for some reason they planted one right next door, which makes no sense. If you can see, there are a lot of flowers on this one, because that tree, see, this is the evening sun now, but in the morning all the sun gets in front of that tree and just puts this into shade. This one is a small orange tree, but again the fruit's stunted. Tasted it, it's not that good. So sadly, both of them are probably going to go. Again, repeat, I hate cutting down anything, but it's not serving a purpose. The trees are not healthy. Now, they don't pollinate each other because they're different species. One's an orange. See, this would have been put in at the same time. That's the mandarin, and the morning sun comes up over there. So for the best part of the day, that tree there shades this one. So there's probably no saving it. And this poor old fig tree that's been totally ignored. You'll start seeing some shoots come on. This is when you know seasons are changing. Going a bit closer. You see that? It's not dead. It's fugly though. And that may survive. As in, I might keep it. Like I say, I don't like the idea of tearing them down, but they're just not nice tasting fruit, and they're not in the right position. If anything, that tree should have been planted about here. So you've got one tree there, with the sun coming up and getting both trees good sunlight. But you can tell they've not been fertilised, looked after. So, unfortunately, they're probably going to go. See these things in the sky? They're called ponytails, which tells me, because this is the third day that I've seen them, and after 3 days of ponytails, you get rain. I'm old, so tomorrow when I do a live, I'll show you it raining. Or you can mock me. But yeah, they're called ponytails. Quite beautiful actually. But what that is those clouds are moving at a phenomenal rate, being ripped up with moisture. And the sun's going to bed. So, sadly, I think those two fruit trees are going to go. Never heard of ponytails? Well, next time you see a sky like that, and then in about 2 or 3 days, you see rain. That's an old way of saying about rain.
As Jinx said, you took them on a field trip.
I was showing them the trees. Like even the wife tested the fruit and she's not happy with it.
No.
But the neighbour told us about that tree, didn't she? She said It's been there 15 to 20 years and
never been looked
tasted
after.
the fruit and not very good. Give you a quick look at the ponytails as they're passing. Definitely rain tomorrow. Check them out. It's the third day, certainly.
Yeah, well, that's why the ants have been going nuts here. Look, they're
Yeah.
ready to attack again.
The cat is still crushing Jinx.
Yeah, you can just see the bottom of the little red thing up there. You won't see it, but I can
That's
on
okay.
mine.
It was just annoying people the other day.
I don't know, but well, it was mainly where it was positioned.
I'm glad we figured it out so we can do live streams when we travel.
You're not going to get many people on this time of the morning anyway.
I didn't expect anyone because I was just doing a test stream to check out a few things where I can leave this and go back and check other things. If anything, most people are probably going to bed. Late night hangout people.
Well, they're asleep now.
Maybe someone generally getting up for breakfast. I don't know. What do you have for breakfast, Jinx? What's a normal breakfast for you? Coffee? have lost everyone. I'm not sure. My shirt's not moving.
There you go.
Egg on toast, good for you. I like poached eggs. I love them. We don't have probably a breakfast that I will make for the wife while she's in bed recuperating from a hard night of sleeping. Is I'll make bacon, eggs, sausages, fried egg, mushrooms if I got them. But generally she doesn't have a big breakfast. She'll have like a rasher of bacon, maybe a sausage.
The Jinx says lunch meat. We just call it cold cuts or cold meat.
Yeah, she's talking like ham and stuff like that. Aussies aren't big on waffles or pancakes in general. People do have them, but not in general. It's toast.
But that's something that people have around 10 o'clock. Go to a cafe and have it if they don't. Or at home, it's an afternoon snack thing.
I don't know how anyone could not cook bacon in the morning. Jinx? We only use streaky bacon, and that is yum. You render all the fat out, the bacon goes nice and crispy. That's what we had for dinner yesterday, was a fresh bread roll buttered with just bacon and a bit of barbecue sauce in it. That's all we had.
Was that yesterday or the day before?
Or the day before. That was all we had. That was enough. But when I joined this Streamlabs app, hello JP, it says you have the option to ask your viewers to donate through Streamlabs. Big X, that's not happening. If you know me well enough, I don't like the idea of people getting money unless they're earning it. And people will argue with me and say, oh, it's just a tip. And I think, yeah, right. I mean, you've got PayPal, Streamlabs, Super Chat, and subtle reminders like, hey, you can help out. Just donate a few bucks or your life savings, or just open up your 401k. I don't like that.
JP, you finished work or you got to go to work?
Oh, JP, we got the middle of last week, we got the approval from council to commence. And today we signed off on the commencement of the building with the company that we're getting to build 90% of the house.
So, but we have to now wait. The company has to get insurance on our behalf for his
it's
workers.
Not a big process.
No, but it's the time now. He said it might not be till the second week of September.
What happens is when you get building approval, it's an application. After you go back to the council again, you've got to prove that you've got insurance for your workers, blah, blah, blah. And then they give you a building, what is it called? It's a secondary approval or something, and you go for it.
Yeah, yeah.
You're done for the week.
But again, the council, it has to go to council again. Oh, well.
Well, they've approved it. Council needs to make sure you've got insurance for your workers that are on there.
Yeah, I don't know how much. And the time frame will be 6 months completion.
Yeah, probably be. In truth, it will be about 6 months. It'll be quicker than that, the main structure. But we'll be doing the back decking ourselves, steps, all bits and pieces.
You'd better come over with your missus and your kid. You're welcome to bring the kids, of course, and animals if you want.
No, that's not happening.
Bring the pets as well. What?
You don't take your kids on holiday when they're their age. JP in his early 60s, you don't want to take your kids, they're in their 40s then. So
I think he's got one younger than 40.
No, there's holidays you do with your family, and then there's holidays you just get away from it at all. See them ponytails, JP? It's our third day of the ponytails. And in my state, that means we're getting rain.
You could show the ants just down near your feet. They've been busy.
The ants, this is all swept up this morning. They've gone berserk. I don't know why they go in a big sort of panic just before the rain comes, but they do. That's all just last few hours, really, isn't it?
Well, of course you'll think you're the worst, Jigs, but you sort of slid him off so you can get the feelings back in your legs.
So when are you going to Thailand? You probably told me already, but I'm old and I forget shit. Yes, like I say, there is no such thing as a cat owner. Mid-August. Well, we were talking about a week. I think you still cop a little bit of that rain in August, don't you, mate? We went October the second time. October seems to be pretty good. Mind you, I watched a couple of channels from Thailand and they're in sort of a drought at the moment. So you might not get nothing. Oh, mid-September. Yeah, it's still wet now, like you know. It's sticky as shit, but when it stops and the wind comes off the Ottoman Sea, it's bloody beautiful. Where you going to Phuket or you going north? Just north of Phuket. Well, we can't fly direct to Phuket. We've either got to go to Singapore or Kuala Lumpur, which is a pain in the ass getting to Kuala Lumpur. You've got to walk so many bloody kilometres around in a circle. Patong. Well, no doubt we'll have videos from the Irish pub. Actually, there's an Aussie pub. Probably, how do we describe where it is? It's probably from the centre of Phuket. It's up near where the funny girls dance and sing, but a bit back towards the town.
Yeah, but
and it's
where
around,
all those huts are.
Yeah, it's in around. And yeah, have you been overseas, Jinx, or doesn't your cat let you out of the house? Cowlack. That's nice. A few bargains on. Did you pick up a bargain to go to Cowlack with, it was Air Asia? I think they had a bit of a push on there. No, we can fly to, what's that place? Not Bali, but next to it.
Next to Bali.
Yay. The circulation back in Jinx's legs now.
I don't know. Maybe JP knows. What's the place next to Bali, JP? I can't think of it.
I'm trying to think of the name. Anyway, it was like $110 flying from Perth.
Lombok.
I don't think it was Lombok. Anyway, it was 110. It's the island's quiet and less touristy, very few cars. Electric skate package. Oh, she bought it. You bought it off her. Way to go. You haven't got big stopovers, have you?
I'm sure it's Lombok.
I did good deals after I bought tickets for Singapore. Yeah, we like flying Singapore Airlines. They're pretty good. Actually, we'd be able to fly to Singapore for nothing without points.
I don't know how many points.
Easy. Oh, there's a thing you go on your, whatever it is, Virgin points that we get. You go on there and it tells you and it shows your flight pass and how far you can go. I'll show you later.
Yeah, but you've got to take whatever. You've got to book a certain time and take whatever when you use.
No, you can go economy, bit bigger leg room, or business. It tells you how far you can go on all those. But for us to fly from here to Phuket, for example, we've got to go to Kuala Lumpur, which means you could be a few hours waiting there, or Singapore, again, couple, maybe an hour if you're lucky.
Yeah, Singapore airport is big, but not as much to walk from one end to the other. More to look at and easier to get around than.
Kuala Lumpur's a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
You got to walk. There's lots of... See, Jinx, if you're still there, Aussies, we go everywhere. Someone worked it out, about 10% of the population of Australia isn't here at any given time. They're flitting around the world somewhere.
Most people do go to Bali even just for the weekend, especially the mine workers that sometimes fly straight from up north.
Yeah,
from
they don't.
Port Hedland.
Yeah, their idea of a week off is a week in Bali and 2 weeks back at work. Where would you like to go, Jinx? Down under? Where the snakes and the crocs and the sharks, spiders, all the other deadly animals are, like JP. You've lost your kitty cuddling privileges. Yeah, well, I've spoke to so many Americans, JP, and some don't even go out of their state. I don't know what that is. Yeah, we get a heap of Canadians here. I think they just get comfortable in their own skin in their own state. I mean, it's a big thing when someone says, oh, I'm travelling across our country, and it's like, you know, Christopher Columbus. We drive across our country and it's like, just up the road. We love travelling. Aussies travel a heap, seriously, they do. And yet if I wanted to go away for a week, say to Broome, from Perth to Broome, it's only a 2-hour flight. It's double the price of me spending a luxury hotel in Phuket for the same time. Yeah, the only thing that really changes around the world is the people.
I know the scenery does as well.
Yeah, architecture a bit, but it's people that make the country. Thai people are just beautiful. Yep, if I gave you a recommendation to go away on a holiday, Jinx, and you could trust me and JP 100%, you'd meet some lovely people in Thailand. The food is amazing, and don't get a cheap hotel. Get one that might cost you $80 a night. $80 a night is an expensive hotel, because you can get lodgings for about 10 if you want to, or less. I don't even know what JP's paying for his luxury, but normally they're pretty good deals. Looked at a few of them, haven't we? Like for about $6-7 grand, you can spend 10 days somewhere in a big luxury. A lot of them are resorts, where you spend most of your time at the resort.
Yeah,
when the kids went over.
Because you've got everything there.
Yeah.
And just round the corner, you've even got a local supermarket and stuff.
Yeah, I like to wander around the local food markets. Wife not so much. Ooh, what stinks.
I don't mind the food markets, you just don't take me down the meat section or the fish section. Oh, that I can't do.
I want to know what they're catching, what they're killing.
I go vegetarian when I go overseas.
That's
like
interesting.
Thailand, actually.
Well, in Vietnam we had the most interesting lunch one day. We just found this little corner shop at the end of a market. And that's the market the wife went, ooh, what's this smell? It's fish, basically. So we're sitting down, I had the best steak, big amount of salad and chips, and cost next to nothing. But just outside the door, and I kid you not, was a leopard. Wasn't it? It was a leopard cub. It was a pet. And I thought, that's a bit interesting. Went outside and patted it. It's just like a big cat,
Yeah,
with much bigger paws.
I bet it's not there now because it was
Oh,
only
no, it'd be too big now. But it was a leopard. And no, it wasn't on the menu. And if you're ever overseas, particularly in a Asian country, Jinx, you'll sit down in a coffee shop if you're smart and look down at all the food vendors and you see where all the locals go, you go there.
No, it wasn't a leopard. It was a local wildcat, but it was a It wasn't a leopard, it was something else.
The Vietnamese, unlike Campbelltown, are very friendly like the Thais. Incredibly friendly. But you got to carry a big dong with you when you go, JP. Got to have a lot of dong. Because, I kid you not, a mate of mine wanted to borrow. He said, can I borrow $1,000 until my cheque clears? And I said, yeah, sure. So I put my card in the machine. He had about a foot thick of dong. I kid you not. I said, I hope your wallet's big.
But you can only get that money in Vietnam itself.
Yeah, you can't bring it back.
Or
You can't
just-
exchange it.
No. You've got to do it at, but when you get to Vietnam.
But like you made a mistake, 1,000. We were there for about a week, and it was like you couldn't spend it. It's just you could buy all the food you would like. We went to karaoke. Yeah, it was a foot long dong. It's just incredible. It's just all this paper money, and it's like, my goodness. So if it was just one person and you're travelling through Asia, $20 a day for food gets you some massive amount of food, trust me. And the fruit in Thailand is so damn good. We get the same fruit here and it's good, but in Thailand it's just special. I think a leg massage probably cost me $12 for about an hour. Imagine JP going down your local shopping centre and say, do you mind giving me a thorough leg massage for an hour and I'll give you $10? I think it's 10,000 rupee to the dollar, yeah. Used to be, we went years ago and we were getting about 13, but I think it's 10 roughly. We've got some family that live in Jakarta. But yeah, I mean, a big meal in Bali would be, I don't know, 20,000, 30,000 maybe, which is $2 or $3. But I tend to eat like I'm in the country, so I'll have 4 or 5 little meals a day, whereas here I normally have just one big meal. But it's hotter, it's stickier, so not eating a big meal is a good idea. A meal could be like 3 or 4 bits of fruit cut up. What's that smoothie you like in Thailand?
The pineapple.
Something else? It's pineapple and ice cream, isn't it?
It's just mainly pineapple.
Pineapple,
But their
ice cream,
pineapples are so better.
whatever they're called. Smoothie?
Yeah, it's nice and icy and cold. But the best place that made it was actually where we were staying. It did taste different at other places.
And if you want to get your laundry done in London, which we did, for a small bundle of clothing, what was it, 40 quid? Something ridiculous, wasn't it?
Yeah.
In Thailand, and you won't get it for a few days. In Thailand, you go downstairs and there's a lady saying, do you want your laundry done? You go, yeah. And you give her the equivalent of about $2 or $3. It's ironed. They even iron your jocks. Folded. And there, within the hour, they say, do you want it today? You go, oh, no rush, tomorrow. And they say, oh, we can get it today. A few hours, be done. And they're not pushy in Thailand, unlike Bali. They can be a pain in the ass. You want to buy, mister? In Thailand, other than the street hawkers, want to take you to the ping pong shows, they'll come out and approach you. Other than that, it's basically you go up to them.
Clint had cold Chinese takeaway for breakfast. Ew.
It depends what it was.
At least heat it up, Brent.
No, it depends what, if it's sweet and sour pork, I could eat that cold.
No.
Not a problem. Went to a couple of funny swimming pools in Phuket last time. They had one up on top of like a hotel, wasn't it? Do you remember? The one that was wooden deck and all the way around it?
Yeah.
Yeah, there was no one serving any drinks. I thought that was funny. You got this place you can go to, swim, and you'd be thinking, well, if I was a local
Yeah, but we could only go
person, I'd be saying, well, better put a bar in the corner there.
certain time because it actually wasn't covered. It got quite hot.
And we had a thunderstorm coming, didn't we, at that time? Now, if someone asked me where would I go just for a good getaway for a week or a couple of weeks, Thailand.
Paddy from Kentucky. How you going, Paddy?
Hello, Paddy. Kentucky, a good nickname, you chicken wings. Australians tend to nickname everybody.
Who were you saying died today?
Yeah, the granddaughter of John F. Kennedy had a cardiac arrest, and on arrival in hospital, she passed away. Don't know the whole story. Breaking news.
Age 22. That was a sad
22.
part. She was
22
so young.
years old.
That family just doesn't have any luck.
They've got like a massive estate, the Kennedys. It's like family upon family in a big estate. And that's where she was, apparently. Could have been an overdose, could be just generally dying of a heart attack. I don't know. But the report was she died at 22 years of age from a cardiac arrest. She lived with her grandmother. So that would be an aunt, I guess. One of the boys' wives. Might have been Bobby's wife, I don't know.
Yes, too young. That's right, JP. Something my mum used to always say is you should never have to bury your children.
No. No, but you're looking forward to that holiday. Good time of the year to go. September hitting about October by the time you're finished. I think it's been dry. Like I say, what I've seen on a few videos, they've been really dry, which is unusual for Thailand. I was thinking, JP, and I said to the wife a couple of months ago, someone like probably our coast or up in the north coast of Queensland, if someone did a sort of a Bali village where you could fly there and even have Balinese work there and have a holiday in Australia, but with that Balinese flavour, I reckon Aussies would flock to it. Here's a bit of trivia. The Domino's pizza sign of the Domino has 3 dots which represent the first 3 shops. I'm a knowledgeable girl. I know.
I'm a knowledgeable git.
Oh, he's not a girl. No, he's not.
It said G-I-T, git.
Yeah, I'm old. My eyes will interpret what my eyes see.
Well, that is interesting. Little bits of trivia like that can be interesting.
Actually, a lot of the big corporate companies' symbols have other meanings. But I won't delve into that. It's a beautiful night here. It'll be dark where JP is.
Haven't you got footy on shortly or something?
Yeah, I think Hawthorn are playing. Who are they playing tonight? Brisbane, I think. No, it's not Brisbane. I can't think who it is. Anyway, I'm going for, North Melbourne, that's right. North Melbourne and Hawthorn. I think Hawthorn might sneak over the line, JP. I don't know about you. They have everything to play for. Well, both teams do, really. But there's my tip, Hawthorn. Couple of goals, I reckon. I don't like the way Hawthorn play that short game, though. It drives me nuts. It's boring as hell. Soccer season don't start till next week. That's in the UK. We play soccer in Australia, but footy, Australian rules, is the game for the country. Play rugby, but not predominantly around the whole country, mainly on the east coast. There's lots of trivia and news. Yeah, I like trivia. I haven't done a trivia night. We're a bit busy over the next few months, but I will get back into it. Mr. C's, you're still streaming using Hangouts. What I'm using,
Hey,
Vinny,
Benny
is
G.
one of your suggestions. I tried StreamYards on the laptop, and the quality was awful. But we do most of our Hangouts on the phone, so we used Streamlabs.
Yeah, we were waiting for you to
And
come
it's
back in
really easy.
last night to help us with some things, but we worked it out, Vinny.
Yeah, it's really easy. Just press and plug and go. Don't need any OBS on your phone.
So Seeds has got Streamlabs on his phone. I don't think we can do Streamlabs on the computer, Vinny, because
Yeah, you can, but you need OBS, I think.
Yeah, but that's the problem. Plus, your computer just needs a revamp.
My computer's just too powerful. I know that sounds weird.
Because it's a gaming computer and the sound is horrible, Vinny.
It's easy on the phone. Piece at best. Like download the app, follow the instructions, allow phone, allow voice,
Yep. So thanks for your help,
access to
Vinny.
YouTube. Away you go. We do, like I say, because we're going to do a fair bit more travelling again. Want to have the access to do a live hangout wherever we are.
So then Seeds went and did like a normal hangout on his laptop, and it was not using anything but just the normal way.
Just a YouTube live thing.
And it just was crap, worse than usual though.
The king is back. She means the cat. She's in lockdown again.
You're on lockdown, Jigs. Well, you got your phone in hand. Do a little video.
The sun is going down in the west.
Is it cold where you are, Jinx? So is that why the cat feels a nice warm spot on your lap, on your legs?
Yeah, what this one's saying, you know Streamlabs as well, the frame per second is about 30 to 33.
Yeah.
And the quality says 720.
And he can actually read the chat easier than when he was
Yeah.
doing normal hangouts. When it's clearer. I mean, I still sometimes have to tell him, but
How hot is it, Jinx? Because you know as Australians are going to laugh at you. How hot is hot? I mean, it's in the morning. What is it, 5 o'clock in the morning? In my state, the humidity's not as bad as over east, but 41, 42 is hot. That's hot. Celsius. That's probably 105, something like that. Still dark. Yeah, well, the sun's staying up a bit later and getting up a bit earlier here, so it'll be going in reverse for you guys.
that's why StreamYards wasn't good. Doesn't give the full bandwidth.
All right.
That's what Winnie just said.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just even. The sound's not good on Seed's laptop anyway.
I was trying to tell people, Vinny, because I went to the pages of StreamYards and it says free, and it says at the moment unlimited, which means they're going to change it. In the middle it says $20 a month, and at the end 39, which I imagine you get more wang dangle buttons and things to use. I don't see a lot of people on YouTube paying $39 a month. Or it might be a new begging tool, Vinny. Oh, to keep my streams going, you have to supply $39 a month each, of course. 100 of you. Yeah. Oh, I can't do any more hangouts. You watch, that'll be used. 20C. I honestly am in 20C right now. It's a beautiful day here. It's 25 degrees here today.
Yeah, maybe you should.
Beautiful. But I've had a jumper on all day, Jinx. All day I've had a jumper on.
I even opened the house up for a while, let the warmth through.
What we do in Australia when it gets hot, most of us have got air conditioners, but we'll open the house first thing in the morning, early, to air it and let all the cool air in, and then around about 9 o'clock close everything up. And then it normally stays cool till about lunchtime. If you have to, then you can whack the aircon on. But most of us live outside. Not many of us stay inside all night. We come outside and light the barbie and sit down, and inside's for maybe watching a footy. But mind you, I'm going to have a big TV on the outside as well. But yeah, normally cooking outside in summer. I'll have an outdoor kitchen of sorts. No, seriously, it was 25, maybe even a bit more today. And I had a jumper on all day. Didn't have the aircon running in the car. We went away to a few places today and didn't have the aircon on. Seriously, 25
In winter is still...
is beautiful.
Yeah.
It's not super hot. It's not super cold. It's just nice.
But
I still wore a jumper.
25 in winter can be still a little bit cool if their breeze comes.
You call them a sweater, a jumper. I'm trying to teach Australian jinx.
A jumper, overalls. So we call overalls. A jumper is a...
American, it's sweater.
Yeah, or what seeds...
Or hoodie. I've got like a hoodie sweater on it. And we all wear thongs, even the men.
Yeah, on
You ask Vinny, you ask JP, we all wear thongs, but on our feet. Yep, I've been knocking on the head. Second interesting game. JP, I'm picking Hawthorn.
See, JP.
No, not budgie smugglers. Some Aussies wear them, but they're usually mentally retarded.
Thongs are what we wear.
Yeah, thongs are your equivalent of a flip-flop. I've actually got sandals on at the moment, with socks. See how cold is it here at 25 degrees?
Now that's embarrassing.
I've got socks with sandals on.
Me wearing odd socks is okay. A man with... That's how you tell you're old.
No, it's just, it was cold. It's not been hot all day.
I know, but it's just a thing. Why are they called thongs? The ones we wear on our feet or the ones people wear as undies?
Well, the thongs that rip up your ass are a new invention.
Which...
They're probably only the 40s or 50s.
The
Thongs for your feet have been around since the turn or late of the 18th century.
And what some people call thongs, as in the underwear, we actually call G-strings.
Or there are other names for those things, like butt floss.
Yeah.
And I've seen some women down the beach wearing these butt floss bathing costumes.
G-string bathing.
And it should be illegal, Jinx, I'm telling you.
G-string bathers.
As they walk past, I say to the wife, that really needs to be properly wrapped.
Yeah, but come on, when a nice one walks past, the eyes follow all the way to the end of the beach.
I'm only giving her a compliment. If you get a good meal on your plate, you look at it for quite a while before you eat it, don't you? All right, we might toodle off. This was only going to be a test stream because I wanted to check a few things out.
Then you'll probably open the stream.
Yeah, Benny be opening up. He'll rustle up a group of mad women to go screaming at each other. Or if he gets really bored, he'll grab Bergs, thrash him around the room for a while. Anyway, it's...
The cat's giving Jinx a hard time.
I'll wait till she sees it, then she can look.
Love yous.
All right, people. It's Friday night in Australia. We're going to have a good one. Watch the footy. Might have a quiet tipple. Not sure. But you guys just starting your day. And it was beautiful here. 25 degrees. Worth wearing a jumper for.
That sounds interesting. Prenti had a sandwich of orange, sliced ham and beetroot in Australia when he was in Australia.
Sounds good to me. All right, guys. Have a good one. Catch you later.